I'm Randy Suarez, aka Silver Crow, and today we got not one but two odd stories I'd like to share. So, one is literally when I used to work at one of my previous jobs back, almost 7 years ago? Exactly 7 years ago, actually. Um, the reason why I left that job, the main reason, is due to the fact that it wasn't the labor, it was the people. And I had a discussion with one of my friends last night and explained to her why I left this job because she was going through something too. And so the main reason why I left this job that I used to work at, like I said, is the people. The job was fine, the people was shit. Pardon my language. It was always, every day, it was always drama. Not just with me, but with everybody. When it comes to the management, it sucked, you know. So what my last straw was literally when we were setting up this room. I used to be a house clean / maintenance. So that's kind of what I used to do. So when that happened, at the end of the day, when it was time to go, I was, this is like, because our checkout was 11, our start time was 2:30, and checkout was 11. So it's like 10:57, and okay, someone else had to catch the bus to get home, so let's go. So we're not done setting up. I'm like, okay, but I have to catch the bus. Well, you keep checking your time. This is coming from our so-called manager who was helping us. You keep checking the time that you won't have a job anymore. I thought, oh, okay. So are you willing to take us home? What? Are you willing to take me home? And he told me no. Okay, fine. Bet. So I walked down, I walked down from the stage that we're building because we're setting up stages too, and I went down to go check out. And I got told by one of my supervisors when she came down as well he said to tell you that if you ever do that again, you'll be fired on the spot. I'm like, okay, fine. Luckily, the day, that next following day, I had to get him going up back to work, even though it was my off day, to sign some new papers. Because it turns out the company that he used to work, there, was basically getting booted out. But at the same time, like, okay, fine. Before we go, let me tell the general managers. So I went to the general manager's office and I had to talk with them because we all knew where they're at. Turns out this a-hole sent an email saying I was yelling at him from the stage, in which I wasn't. I legit asked him a question. And I'm like, what the? I wasn't yelling at him. I told him I wasn't yelling. And they have the nerve to call me lazy when I was helping, breaking down tables, setting down stages, breaking down stages, setting up stages, and all this other stuff. And like, I was helping the temps. I was setting on rooms that no one wants to set by myself. I'm like, and yet I'm lazy. Okay, first of all, the contract that I used to be under was technically not correct because I was hired for part-time, but they had me working full-time hours, which is BS because that's like, seriously, what's going on? We brought that up to another meeting like a few months back, but they're trying to brush it off. But anyway, I digress on that. So when I was talking, they said I was lazy. It showed me like the first 5 minutes on camera when the shift started, not doing anything. I'm like, because we were waiting for our manager to get there to tell us what we should do that day. That's our job. So calling me like, so fine, all right. So I left that office to go to another one. That's the new company that was taking over. So I explained to them that situation. They called him in immediately and asked him what happened. What he didn't know that they had access to the cameras. The camera showed differently than what he was saying on the email. So I just find it funny, like, hey, if you're gonna lie, don't make it obvious that you're lying. So they had him apologize to me, which he had the sour taste in his mouth. Like, I'm sorry. Okay, fine. I know it's a crappy apology, but I accept. And I signed the papers that I need to sign and left home. And probably like 2 days after that, I got moved to somewhere else. I moved to a different apartment. And I told one of my homeboys who was working at this event, just because he realized I was not working with the same crew, I was technically working by myself. I explained to him what happened. So, he like, oh hell no, I'm gonna get you. I'll get you right, man. He called his boss, the security company he was working with at the time, and he asked him, hey, can you hire so and so and so and so? He's a really good worker. All you have to do is help him get his level 2. This is when I first started getting into security. And he's like, okay, just send me his social and all this other stuff, and I got him. Just tell him to come in next Thursday for an interview, and I came in that following Thursday for an interview, and I got hired. And luckily, that same Thursday is when I picked up my check. And when I picked up my check from my previous job, I was like, okay, I quit, and walked out. And got on the way out. I said, do you want to work your last day? Nope. I walked out. I was already hired from my previous security job. I was already hired for that job. So I'm like, okay, fine. So that's how I got started in security, and that's how I quit the other job. Now the other story. This one I don't get. It's due to the fact that ever since this happened, this trope has followed me and has never stopped. How can I put this? People assuming that I was gay. I mean, there's nothing wrong being gay. It's just like, don't assume someone's gay if you don't willing to ask that question. I wouldn't care. I would tell you, no, I'm straight. I'm fine with people being gay, but I'm straight myself. And at the end of the day, I'm like, why does this trope follow me? I'm like, okay, it started when a so-called friend, and more downgraded to an associate, who used to be like a brother to me. He and this is coming out of context, out from my little brother, because he was in the car with him when this was happening. I was in the phone store paying my phone bill. This is back in 2014, literally the freaking New Year of 2014. So I went to go pay my phone bill. Again, this is out of context with my brother. My so-called friend and at the time his girlfriend, having a conversation with my little brother saying, hey, we're going to tell Randy that he's gay. I'm like, and he's like, what? He said, yeah, we're going to tell him he's gay, he needs to accept it. And he bluntly told him, this won't go well at all. He's going to be pissed. And soon enough, when I came back, I said, okay, let's go hang out and stuff like that. Because I didn't know nothing about what's about to come. I didn't know nothing. So when that happened, when they told me, oh, well, here's the thing, his girlfriend said something. He didn't. I looked at him when she said that, Randy, you're gay, you need to accept it. And I looked at him and he turned away. Like, he didn't want no part of it. I'm like, oh, okay. Alright. So when I asked her a few questions like, what think you thinks me out that I was gay? Oh, this is an excuse. Because I'm courteous. Because I'm a gentleman. Because I laugh something that's not seemed to be funny to her. Or I open doors for people. I open doors for everybody. If I'm first in front of someone's back of me, I'll gladly open the door for that person. I have no complaints about that. That's how I was raised. So that didn't dawn on me. I'm like, okay. I looked at him for support. I looked at my friend for support, like, hey, what's going on? You probably want to reel this in, man. Nope, he looked away. So, okay, because I dealt with his BS when it comes to dating, and he will put puts his person he was dating first, which is totally reasonable until to a certain point. When they start accusing people for something that they're either they're not or they didn't do, and makes you look like an ass. So alright, fine, take me home. I was like, what? Take me home. Take me home. I'll walk home, but since I'm already in, take me home. And he did. He took me home. I didn't spoke to him for like none of them for 3 months. My little brother was upset at them because they were trying to drag him into something that's not on him. He know me well enough to know that I wasn't gay. He know that. And 3 months later, he's like, "Oh, apologize. I was just, following her lead on this one." And like, that's the issue. You were following her lead, knowing it was BS from the get-go. Instead of saying, "Hey, I know him for a long time. He ain't gay." Instead, you just let someone just say, "Hey, well, someone you saw as a brother is gay," and that's not fair. I mean, you could just say, "Are you gay?" Nope. Okay, fine. That's it. I would like, dude, I would ask questions definitely, like, "Wait, thought I was gay or something." But at the end of the day, they could just asked. You could have just asked. I'm telling them, "No, I'm not gay." And here's the thing. This is the main reason why, because weeks prior to that, we were on a double date. I met this girl online, and we were on a double date. After that double date, she did not message me again. And they thought, oh, that's a sign for him being gay. Wait, what? No, she just didn't message me again. She didn't contact me. She didn't want to talk to me. And that's totally fine. That's also one of the time when dating online, getting ghosted, it got kind of weird. Starting to get more weirder. But still, I'm like, to jump to conclusions to assume that because of a certain incident or several things that I do make no sense at all. So that's it for Oz Stories for today. So leave a like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and any odd stories y'all like to share, just share it in the comments. Till next time, peace out. Kakui.